You still don't have it.
No, I got everything working. Hi, everyone. Thank you for sticking with me, switching through 15 different screens.
The most professional intro ever.
You know, Tiago, if you think you can do it better, be my guest.
There's nobody in chat anyway. Who cares?
That is true. Nobody cares.
There's literally not been one message in chat.
I'm just talking to the figment of my imagination. You don't even exist.
I
We're
think
professionals.
Twitch is being hacked again, and that's why nobody's here.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey,
someone's
Mr. Shy Guy's here.
I still don't have Joey's livery. It's still showing up as a black car.
What?
Mr. Shaggy, I have a question. Are you real or are you just a bot?
Do bots use like emojis and stuff?
I don't know. Never
They
know.
can.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they can.
it's not difficult.
I would know.
It's just text. You just send the text. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's true. I know Discord bots can use anything.
Yeah, they can do literally anything.
Not literally anything. I tried.
Oh,
There's some things they can't do.
Whoa.
But for the most part,
Like
they can
what?
do. Like play YouTube music.
okay. In those like secondary. No. There's secondary bots. Maybe you can.
No, because they got banned by YouTube.
Oh, in this case, you can't. Yeah.
He is a robot. I knew it. All right. Who?
I'm still working our way through our half hour of practice.
I know who did that. Usually it's 10 minutes.
I don't know. I didn't set it up.
Paris.
Shy Guy says he is a robot. Beep boop. Beep boop.
Robot confirmed. So am I.
Are you R2D2? It would be so cool to have R2D2 in the chat.
We're all hooked into the Matrix, you know. We're all a little bit of a robot.
I am a human. I'm a meat popsicle.
Oh, somebody almost lost it.
I'm sorry, Paul. What?
I am a meat popsicle. Have you
He's
ever seen
never-
Fifth Element?
No, he hasn't.
No,
Let me just
Jesus.
answer
Not
that
in
right
English.
now.
Not in
Not in-
English, and that's for sure.
Well, you probably lost half of the jokes then.
Oh yeah. Oh. Okay.
What was the movie we were talking about earlier that you had never seen?
Any.
Annie.
You told like
Annie,
three or
like
four
the
that I
musical?
had no clue. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Jeez. No. He told like 3 or 4, and like I have no clue what the fuck he's talking about.
And they're not like obscure movies. They're mainstream stuff. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
They are mainstream on the top half of the world. On the bottom, nobody really cares.
That's offensive.
So they're big movies on the half that counts.
Or somewhere it's big. Yeah. Maybe in your guys' heart.
There are movies on the part of the world where they have money to go to the movies.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. Well, since we have a couple of minutes, I guess we should look at a track map. So we're back at Paul Richard. Feels like we were just here. Feels like I was just watching Carl Big get absolutely annihilated by Charlie Tate. Coming out
It
of the
wasn't
pits.
that long ago.
It really wasn't.
We also had the 2.4 hour here, where Carl Big did last to first.
That's right. I was there for about 20 minutes and then I left.
Yep. That was me and Paul Miles. The other Paul.
The
Oh.
better Paul.
The other Paul.
Ooh. Whoa.
Whatever.
Paul
I,
1.0.
No, now he's a reformed man.
So, Tiago, you have to go through all the track names, all the corner names.
Yeah, Tiago, please.
can do.
Go ahead.
Please
So
put it
turn
on the
one.
screen.
It is on the screen. Turn one.
Let me get the screen. Wait. Here. Turn 1. Where's turn 1?
Wow.
Over
This is
here.
going well. This is going well.
Turn 1 and 2 is pretty much an S, so it's Verrier. And it's kind of fast, kind of slow. It's medium speed, I'd say. And there's a very creative name next. There's the chicane, creativity tops, which is actually called Helentissure in French. So they do the Ralentisseur and a very slow speed corner that is T5 into Saint-Bernard. And you prepare your car slowly to get it Le Collet and get into Mistel straight as fast as you can. After that, there is the Audi killing turn called Sinya's Acht. I don't know. There's a very fast corner. Audis and Hondas die left and right. After that comes the late apex fast. Every turn from now on is late apex, which comes into Bendor, and then you prepare your car into Village, getting into Tours and Virage du Pont. Actually, Virage du Pont, there's actually in Le Mans one turn with the same name.
Yeah, it's point turn or something like that.
Yes, it's pretty much the same format. It's in the end of the Porsche curves.
It's pouring rain.
Ooh!
As we go to quali, hey, look, listen.
These guys are losing their minds right now.
I set the practice server with the correct settings. I don't want to hear it. I would just like to say that I don't control the weather. I set the settings, and that's it. Yes, Preacher. Rain at Paul Ricard, yes. We're tired of running dry races. It's not fun for anyone. So we stopped. So now we do wet races every once in a while.
There's your half an hour disclaimer, guys. We're here every day, every week. Yeah.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, when we went through and did the track list, we have the Wheel of Destiny that we spin. It has all the track names, it has weather conditions and all that stuff. So this is what got pulled.
Yep. Yeah, looks like Detroit. Never been to Detroit, but
You're talking about Belle Isle?
if you're talking about just the fact that it's gloomy and rainy and dark, yeah, it looks like Seattle too.
Also England.
Yeah, I actually went out today and it was pouring rain for half the day and then it became sunny, which means you get that stupid thing where the sun reflects off the wet road and it blinds you. Love it. It's like you're driving on real life Rainbow Road.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Not really, because you can't see where you're going.
No. Buy some dark glasses. Sunglasses. I don't know.
Some dark glasses?
Yeah. Say what you wanna say, you prick.
Nope.
Are you from America? We speak English here, mate.
Okay, for those of you that have channel points, there's a prediction up about who is going to qualify higher in the M class. Richard Scobie, who was running P1 last week in that Porsche, or John Wright, who's in the Ferrari.
I'd give it to Wright this week.
So let's go on board with Blumenkratz here for a little bit. Was he with us last season?
Yeah.
Eric
does a lap.
He's kind of in and out. He has been in the series before, then he takes a break for a while. But he decided he wanted to join in for the rest of this series. We had a spot open, so here he is.
And already, I was going to go kind of do an onboard lap with him, but turn one, it looks like that Audi already decided to understeer and cut the track, so much for that.
It's the Audi line.
It is the Audi line. I guess I'll wait till the pros go out. I would expect them to be a little better at staying within the lines.
Yeah, it's just Audi teams.
And Audi in the end of Mistral, it will not be fun. You'll probably have to do in second gear, not today.
See, I'm more worried about the Honda.
True, Honda's bad.
I'm also worried about if it's going to be wet in the race, which I hope it is. I'm also excited to see what the Porsches are going to do.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, rain is the great equalizer.
Rain is the great
Porsche's
equalizer.
Actually a very good car. Yeah, in the rain. Because it has so much traction, it exits so much faster than, for example, BMWs and other cars, especially Aston.
So right now, it looks like Hans Wolfenberg is going to be first across the line.
Yeah, he's getting a tow from Blumenkrantz.
Smart man.
Oh, Hans!
And Blumenkrantz moved over. Smart man.
Yeah, but Hans got the tow all the way down that straight on his qualifying lap.
Yeah, as they come around the... What is this turn called, Tiago?
I am not seeing your screen.
The last turn, Virage du Pont.
Virage du Pont, yeah.
Cool. Virage du Pont.
I'm pretty sure this means just like pointy turn.
Yeah. So Hans goes provisional P1 with the only valid time of 2:05.9. Cody's gonna bail on his lap. And
Preacher
just
thinks that the Lexus is going to be quick.
take
As
it off
Miller-
the track here.
Miller takes P1.
Wait, Miller's is an AM? Since when?
Miller's been an AM.
This sandbagger.
Tiago, we've been doing this for 6 weeks now.
This is how, yeah, where have you been? This is how I know I'm an AM driver now, is because I race with Miller on Mondays. And me and him like to mess around. It's kind of fun.
Paul, in case you don't know, Chris was doing 204s in Road America with the BMW,
I
and
did a 204.
he ended his stint in P3 and did an amazing job, and he's talking
P4.
now. He's an AM. What is he? Is he a sandbagger?
I'm an AM in ACC.
Sandbagger?
I learned from the best.
Wolfenberg
Hey.
and Wright with the same exact time of 2:05.931.
Wow.
Down to
Sharp
the
left.
millisecond. That's it's impressive.
Wow.
Still
Wow.
waiting for Cody to put in a valid time. He bailed on his last lap, I think, to let everyone by.
The 5 AMs that have a time in, all within a second of each other.
Yep. The only 2 left are what, Blumenkrantz and Cody at the moment. We're still on track, but still no time.
We also have Dice, he's new to the series this week.
Oh, there goes the Audi.
Dice didn't even leave the
Binala.
pits yet.
I'm sorry, Dice didn't what?
Didn't even leave the pits yet.
Oh, he might not be qualifying today.
He's using TC1. Watch for him.
Oh, lovely.
This will be quick.
The Blumenkrantz in the Audi already had a little bit of a 180. So he's going to get pretty much 1, maybe 2 laps if he can hold it together. Cody's still not a valid lap. So we got 2 people out on track trying to put in a valid lap but can't.
I gotta put this out there because it's tradition. Ryan Cody doesn't count because he's trained by Nick Alvarado in the same car.
Yes. Cheater.
Do they share setups?
I don't know.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. They do.
Oh.
Because I heard Cody saying, oh, this was nappy, this was this. So yes.
Interesting.
Thank you for the follow, the Lock 007.
Welcome.
Man, what a sad movie that was.
What?
No Time to Die, 007.
I haven't seen
Oh.
Really good movie. If you get a chance, if you have some time, Tiago, if you can scrounge together $1,000.
See?
it. Tiago, how much money would I have to donate to your stream for you to be able to go watch a movie?
Don't donate money for me to watch movies. Donate for someone that actually needs it, man. What? No.
Like who?
I don't know. There's plenty of people needing.
None of the
Has to
top
be.
Twitch streamers.
So
We know that.
Sure.
Victor asking why Cody's an AM because that's where his lap times put him.
That's a very good question. Do you guys care to explain?
What's up, Mike? Sorry about your livery. I suck. I gotta quit reading Discord messages while I'm at work because then I forget by the time I get home.
They should have a thing where you can mark a message as a to-do. You know how you can do emails in Outlook as a to-do?
Yeah.
There's actually something called Mark Unread.
But that doesn't mean anything. Then he's just going to read it while he's on the toilet, and then he's going to forget about it.
That's on him, not on the software. You should know this, Paul.
No,
So-
man, you have to design for edge cases. Ryan Cody, still no valid lap.
He's gonna start from the back of AM and still win.
Guys, can I send a message in the chat for Jay Dice because he's running TC1, ABS1? This is not gonna end well.
So Blumenkranz does finally manage
No.
to put a time in about 7 seconds off
Okay.
of Miller in P1, who is... Wow, Miller is almost 1 second away from P2. That's a hell of a lap for Miller in the Lexus. I do want to keep watching Ryan, though, because this is his last chance. This is it. So,
And he's coming to the most important turn of his car.
I mean, at this point, yeah, just try to beat Eric in the in that Audi. I wonder if Blumenkranz doesn't have a setup for
Yeah.
wet, at least.
Eric decided today that he was going to race, so I'm guessing he has no preparation, no setups.
Thank you for the follow, Stampy. So Stampy's asking in chat if this is a good game to get on Xbox because apparently Project 2 is shutting down. But is this better than like Gran Turismo or something like that? Obviously, they don't have Gran Turismo on Xbox. I know,
Yes.
Actually,
but it's
actually.
See, I cut you off because I knew you assholes were going to say something. But in terms of other games like Forza and stuff like that, this is going to be the most quote unquote sim out of them all.
Yes, it will. I have a friend that plays leagues in Xbox, but like it's very buggy. Sometimes the car exits the pits with no tires on. Some collisions are very buggy. Net code is like ×4 of what we experienced. So
yeah, but that's going to be on anything, and you got to kind of take that if you want to be able to do racing games on an Xbox.
yeah, that's a good point.
So
but
Ryan Cody finally, 10 minutes and 12 minutes after qualifying starts, puts in a valid lap.
Ryan, quit edging us.
205.2. So who won our prediction? Richard Scobie
won our
looks
prediction?
like
Right?
John Wright. Yeah.
Yeah, John Wright, P3. Are you taking care of that one? Or am I going to
No.
do it? No, I got it.
What?
Looks like we got a Blumenkranz yellow flag. He teleported back to the pits.
Yeah, he should have.
Guys, who do you got in silver?
I'm going to leave Dimitri on there from last week because in practice he was way up the list.
And a Ferrari. Very good here.
I don't know if Brendan McVeigh is here. He was on the list last week.
No, he's not here.
Lukey could be quick. Juan could be quick.
One could be quick.
Hoping Juan is going to be quick.
Yeah.
I think the Ferrari's pretty
90%
stable. Oh, and there goes Reese.
Oh.
Bonk.
What about Victor? Do we think Victor's going to be quick?
He has been practicing a lot, to be honest. But I know he's not getting here.
He was saying he's the quickest Lambo out there.
Yeah,
There's
that's
one
true. One
That's
of
what
one.
that's what I asked him. Are you the only one out there? All right, so Victor or Dimitri for your two silver cars.
I'm gonna go with my Brazilian brother, Victor.
Victor
I believe in
Luis.
his practice.
I like
Victor
I like his
_1.
I like his team name.
Wait, I have to see
Victor.
this.
Victor in the Italian shipbox Lamborghini.
Oh, you should see the previous teams that he played with. Power Guido, Cuca Beludo, Kelly Linguist. All great teams.
Tiago, you know I don't speak Spanish.
That's so offensive. I should probably sue you. Yeah.
That's it, Paul. You're canceled.
Oh no.
Cancel.
So, did we even mention the fact that Wusenberg took P1 in AM qualifying?
No, we didn't.
No, we
Like
did
I
not.
completely missed it.
Because we're professional broadcasters.
He put a
Yes.
tenth and a half on David Miller.
Whoa.
So Hans Wusenberg took P1 in AM qualifying.
Damn. With the Aston.
Yeah, outran the Lexus and the Ferrari.
The Lexus
And the
used to be overpowered in the rain until they fixed it.
Yeah, they nerfed it big time.
I feel like it was bugged. I don't think it should have been that good in the rain. It drove like it was dry.
Yes, it was pretty much it.
I legitimately think it was bugged. So one of the things that I've noticed everyone doing, and I don't know if this is something they're going to be talking about in the in the pre-race. So let me move my camera over here. So this pit straight, as you're coming down, you know, the start-finish line, your pit exit just kind of jumps right on your racing line because you have to stay on the right-hand side to get a good entry into turn 1.
Yeah.
And that's where last season we saw Charlie, who was, by his own admission, looking at the ceiling and zoning out.
Yep.
Yes.
Completely obliterated Carl Big coming out of the pits and just ruined both their races.
Can I build his defense?
No. Is there a defense for that?
There's no defense.
Yeah.
There's no defense. No, there isn't.
I do.
Nope.
It was inattentive driving. He was probably texting or something like that, and texting and driving kills.
True, that's very fact. But he's 4 hours ahead of us. It's 7 now. It was like 11 or like midnight to him in a Sunday. He was tired. He worked on the day before and shit.
So are you blaming on him being British?
He being tired, like it was midnight.
It sounds like you're saying that he's British and that he was tired.
That was the reason the Brexit happened.
So there is no.
Blaine in chat says that's racist, Tiago.
It's true. There is no actual, what do you call it, Corvette, but
no.
Some people like to run a livery that says Corvette Racing.
Yeah, that's McCramer in chat. That is yes. Michael Statso.
On their Mercedes. So that's where the Corvette comes from.
Alright, you guys are saying I'm offensive. That livery is offensive.
Wait, did he change the color of it? Because it used to be black and purple.
I just reloaded what you gave me.
Oh, so he changed it in the game.
Must have. Microsoft Bimbos, yes.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. It's a pretty good livery, I mean, for what it is.
Yeah, there's...
So right now, Dorcius is in P2 with a 2:03.2, and Victor is right behind him with a 2:03.5. So my prediction is pretty good.
Yeah, but right now they're all... The top 4 that have put in the time, they're all improving also.
Yep.
So we're looking at some shakeups happening here. I think Dorcius might bump Juan from P1. Victor's probably going to stay where he is if Dorcius moves up.
Well, Dorcius and Juan have about the same amount of positive time in their lap, so Juan's going to have to mess up or lose all of his time for Dorcius to jump him.
I think Victor can get at least P2.
I think he can do it, yeah, if he can hold that Lambo under control. He's quick. He just has the very misfortune race every single time where he gets taken out.
He destroyed his lap, sorry.
Blaine, are you asking about the Audi livery, the red and black and whatchamacallit one?
Yeah, we're seeing it. The GT Evo 2, whatever.
Yep, it shows up on my, yeah, there it is. Bruce is in the pit. Is Bruce not qualifying today?
I think Bruce is...
Or no, he's put in a time. He's in P6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who... Is it Brian? No, because Brian put in a time too. Somebody likes
Brian will qualify, and then he will not hit drive. I'm calling it right now. Brian Curzon is going to qualify and then not go. So we have Shane Reese and Kyle Cassette with no time yet.
Guys, no, please go.
I was going to say, Kyle is on a valid lap, though, coming into the final corner.
Yeah, Kyle's on a valid lap, so he's going to put in a time here. Let's see how good that time is going to be, though. I don't know what the McLaren drives like in the rain. I do know it has a tendency to spin.
P4. 2:03.9. It's not a bad lap.
P4, but Juan is in a league of his own. I mean, he's 7/10 clear of Dorcius in second place, and I don't think Dorcius is going to improve on this lap, so that's going to be his end of his quali.
Where's Victor at? Because Victor has enough time, or he did just a second ago, but he is close to having enough time to jump Dorcius 52.
Yeah, so Victor is currently reading a book, doing his taxes,
Yes.
watching a movie.
Paul,
Learning another language.
how many trees could you chop in New World on this straightaway? If you had New World, can you run 2 Steam games in one time? Could you have New World open while you're going down the straight?
I did that last week, I think, where... no, after Tuesday penalty review. I forgot to close Assetto Corsa after we did the penalty review. And I just opened New World, and I didn't realize it till I almost went to bed.
You're telling me I could be cutting trees right now?
Oh, God. Yes. It's exactly what I'm telling you.
Since you guys took out of the way, let's just say that New World's probably the closest of virtual crack that'll ever exist.
Oh, you're
That
too
game-
young for WoW, huh?
It's highly addictive, that thing, isn't it?
You're too young to have played WoW in the beginning, probably.
No, I played, yes. I have your age, man. Don't be mean.
I
Like
intentionally avoided WoW and RuneScape and all those type of games.
I have half your age. RuneScape I played.
No, I skipped RuneScape. I did play WoW, and I did play Guild Wars back in the day.
So
did.
Victor did not get him. So Dorcius qualifies P2.
Yeah, Victor didn't get him. Right now, there's everyone on track that's left from the Silvers is not improving,
Wow.
but Pennycook. Pennycook's about 6/10 up, which might actually move him down to P10.
Nobody voted for Victor. Sad Victor noises.
Aw.
Victor actually left 7/10 on the table. I think he could have gotten P2 and risked P1.
Ultima Online. Never play that one. I think I tried EverQuest for a little bit.
EverQuest I did try, yes.
Yeah, I think WoW was more addictive when it first
Do
came
you guys
out.
remember? You guys remember Lineage?
Sorry?
Lineage, yeah.
Yes.
EverCrack
Dude,
was... ugh.
I wanted to play that game so bad, but my PC was so bad at the time that I could never.
Well, there goes
And I
Pennycook
didn't know
up into
any.
P10.
Lineage 2, yes.
Who is first on track in the pro class here? Looks like Blaine.
Our 662?
So now you can do your onboard lap.
So we're going to go on board with Blaine here as he goes along the last turn here, crossing the start-finish line. So, like I said, you're going to want to stay as far right as you can because you want to get a really, really good entry into turn 1. Normally in the dry, you'd brake roughly around the 100 board. He's going to brake a little bit earlier this time. Don't hit the bump. Take a tight exit so you get a good entry into turn 3 and 4. Stay as wide as you can, but don't hit those little stupid signs on the exit, because if you do, you got a track cut, which sucks. Brake at the roughly around the 50, cut the corner early, stay inside, get yourself set up. This is a really, really important corner here. You want to get a really good exit, because this sets you up for Mistral straight. You can't take it flat in the dry. You sure as hell can't take it flat in the wet. So he has to lift massively, but I think he could have gone a little bit wider. Should run all the way inside curb before Mistral straight. Take a really wide exit, and then just, I don't know, read a book, relax your wrist, take a drink of beer. This is a really good track if you like drinking beer when racing.
I
Say
attest to that.
Yeah.
So I put up a prediction. P1 and P2 in the points championship for pro. Carl Big, Mike Jackson. Get your votes in.
So we're going around T10 now. Looks like he had a little bit of a dab of brakes. Stay as wide as you can. Again, don't run over those little markers on the exit because you will get a track cut. Brake hard for turn 11. This is going to be a double apex. Looks like he went a little bit too wide. That's going to invalidate his lap. Stay on the inside. Blaine, if you're listening, come on, man. Turn 12 and 13. Again, double apex from here on out. Bring it back inside for turn... Where are we on track? Turn 14 here. Again, stay as far right as you can. Brake in a straight line. Wide apex. Hit the double apex. Stay on the left to make your entry for turn 15. Yep. It's really difficult to do this track in the wet because
where Blaine went wide, I don't know if you guys noticed, there's a huge puddle out there. So watch for people that run wide to hit that puddle and spin.
yeah, and I think the issue with Paul Ricard in the wet also is in the dry you're supposed to use a lot of curb, a lot of turn exits. You're supposed to go wide. You're supposed to cut corners. It's hard to do that in the wet.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that in the Audi in the wet. I think more than anything.
It's hard to do in the out in the dry. Paul, you touched a very good subject in this race. Is going to be key. That is called track limits warnings. A lot of people we're gonna get a DT, which makes me propose a game. Paul Cantea, how many drive-through
Coca-Cola
for
today.
track limits
Oh, how many drive-thrus?
do you wanna? Yes, combined.
Combined.
Yes, like one person get 3, that's 3, not 1.
Keep in mind that we did a 2.4-hour race here, and we cleared, I think, like 8.
Oh, I
We
cleared
gave
a bunch.
we gave everybody a freebie. Everybody was allowed 1,
And Blaine got 2.
and I'm pretty sure we cleared like 7 or 8 out of like a 12-car field in
Yes.
2.4 hours in the dry.
8 people got 9 drive-thrus because Blaine got 2. The second one I couldn't clean.
What's up, Wilt Cake? Pat Oliver has a good pro tip. Just don't go off track.
Yep.
It's true. It's true. That's what I keep saying. If you're gonna
Easy
crash,
clap.
just don't crash. Like, come on.
Thiago Welp wants to know how moist it is.
That's as moist.
Moist.
Fuck.
Moist.
Why?
Well, now I'm moist.
Well, to answer your question, that's creepy moist according to Paul Cantea. He just made it all creepy. Yeah.
We
Yeah, so
currently
watching
have Jorgensen on pole, 2019.
watching all of the cars taking turn 10, the 8, I guess, the exit of Mistral. They all go wide, and there's a very fine line between going wide. It's a very like binary limit to that track, I think, or to where the track limits are in that. On this, it just 1 foot over, and you get a track cut warning, and you can't really like. It's hard to pinpoint yourself to see if you're gonna get it or not.
Yeah, I imagine
Like
that line
usually
is easier to see in the dry too.
Yeah, usually at Spa, it's like, okay, I know if I'm going to take Eau Rouge this way, I'm going to get a track warning, or I can lift. But you can't really lift in turn 8, because you're going to spin.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, I think that's why you get a lot of track warnings here, because if you lift, you're going to spin, you're going to go off. If you don't lift, you just have to basically pray, like, okay, I'm not going to get a track cut.
But you know what? This turn in ACC, the track limits, resembles a lot of Watkins Glen turn 1. Because you can go as wide as you can as long as you can come back before those plates. You can go like very far. But if you can come back before the plates, you're good.
Yeah, I think so.
We have 3 pros without a time. Eric Groom has tried to leave the pit in that rider, and it is not going well.
Quick update: Bruno Fantozzi P2, Nico Holt P3, Dylan Zawa P4.
Can we do a ride along for a lap with Eric Groom in the rider?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
let's watch Eric here for a little bit.
Please.
Like, he's gonna go 1,000,000 miles an hour down the straightaway, but he's gonna suffer everywhere else.
This car must be hard to turn in the wets.
Yeah, I want to see his steering inputs here. 2005 Ford F-150. Oh, I thought that's what you saw. You meant Eric was driving, which it kind of is.
Oh,
Just watching his steering inputs, it's rough. However, yeah, down the straight.
Probably a lot of counter steering to catch slides.
Well, last week at Laguna, he was basically, there were a couple of turns where he was taking him opposite lock, full drifting. And I don't think it was by design.
nope. Oh, there you go. Oh,
Oh yeah, he's holding it up. Got a little bit loose there on the exit, but he's taking it. I mean, I don't have an onboard. I don't have the speedometer and the HUD turned on, but it looks like he's going much slower than other cars.
gonna find out in just a bit.
Yeah, so qualifying, we got about 1 minute left. Jorgensen still P1. Blaine Hall managed to squeak his way to P2. Fantazi P3, however, he is improving on his last lap, and he is in danger. Well, he's putting Blaine Hall in danger of dropping. Nick pretty firmly in P4, Dylan P5, Max Diggs in 6th, Luis 7th, Juan with a really good quali up in, well, now he dropped down to 9th.
Yeah, Stasov just jumped to P3.
Eric Room lap time 4 minutes 54. Great lap.
Yeah, this is his last chance to actually get a valid time in.
He got on the nail of the second.
Yeah, so let's see what happens here with quali in the pro class. Stasov is still improving on his last lap. So even though
Fantazi
he's
ran
in P3,
way wide and invalidated.
Nope. So there goes
Carl,
Fantazi's lap.
Carl Big has almost a second in the bank.
Paul, I just detected that on the chat there's Pat Oliver, which is that LMP2 that yeeted you into the bus stop. Do you remember that? You probably don't.
No, I think that isn't that the LMP that I yeeted into the bus stop?
No, you yeeted it GT. You went to the bus stop like, let this dude pass. He like came like a cannon and
So
like
Carl-
almost killed everyone involved.
Carl's coming in around the final corner. He's a second up on his time. So this could jump him into P3. Oh, just behind Max Diggs. So Max Diggs sneaks up into P3 with
Ooh,
a 2016. Carl right behind him with the 201668.
Yeah. Stasov is still improving though. Stasov, the last car on track, he is about what? No, he was half a second. I think he lost a little bit of time going around turn 10 there. Yeah. So I
Love
don't
you,
think
Pat.
he has enough to move to 4th.
I love Bunter.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
needs
he's,
210, so he's going to need a miracle in this final corner.
Nope, he looks like he's going to stay where he is.
Traction control betrayed him.
Yeah, so your top 10, Jorgensen with a surprise pole with the 2013. Blaine down into 2nd place. Row 2, you got Diggs and Big. Carl Big, a little bit surprising, down in 4th place. I thought he was a little bit... thought PR was one of his better tracks, honestly.
Probably the best track for the Bentley.
He's good at Paul Ricard in the Ferrari. He's going to have a hard time. The Bentley is not great here.
I think
Stasov and Nick is going to be interesting because they were... What was that race where they were banging doors for about half the race?
Well, they're both in the Merc.
Yep, and they're both in the Merc, and they're going to start alongside each other, so this is going to be fun.
Is that
Fantazi
Silverstone?
and Sauer. We got 2 Ferraris down in 7th and 8th. So if you discount the top 4, you got Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston.
Yep. And then Richard Wan, P12, first of the Silvers.
Yeah, really good quality from him. Mike Jackson looks like he had a bit of an issue in the rain, down in 11th.
Yes, I think this is the biggest problem of being not the car, not the track, but being wet. If you don't practice wet, it's very hard to do, especially in this track.
And we have no idea what the weather's going to do from here.
Yeah,
It's going to
it could
tick
be
over,
dry.
and it's going to be a completely different day.
And be
So we
greasy.
got 3 what do you call it?
3 cars
3
without a valid
cars
time.
without a time. Yes. Jesus. I am just out of it.
You're
today.
on it today. Yeah, you're on it. It's that Big Mac, man. You ate that Big Mac, and now you're all like, oh.
It's food coma, you're right.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, can you do that again, Chris, please?
I had a buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich before this. Oh, so good.
Oh, that was good.
Trying to make fun of me, Tiago?
No!
After all we've been through today?
Oh, and it looks like we're going to get a wet race.
I'm sorry,
Sick.
Chris. I still love you. Love you.
15 degrees ambient, which is exactly what I set it to. Finally, ACC does some good things.
Lol.
That's new.
So not only is it wet, it is cold. Very cold. So if you are listening and you're driving, I would suggest taking down your brake ducts a little bit. You're going to need it.
Ooh. But doing this on the race and risk missing pressures?
Of course, this is where my game freezes. But I have time to get back in.
Track walk. Track walk.
Take a look at Stasev's livery up close, because he has a couple of little Easter eggs on there that I think are pretty funny.
Except the Corvette offensive part.
It's not offensive.
It is. It's pretty disgusting, if you ask me. Should be a crime, honestly.
I think it's because the Mercedes is, somebody was mentioning that it's pretty much a C7.
Nick said that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, about the gear placing and
the
then
Mercedes. Yeah, the Mercedes is the closest thing to a Corvette.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the motor sits above the front axle, blah, 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 blah. Ask Nick Cahoot about it. He will tell you a million things. I love that guy. He knows absolutely everything.
Yes,
about
he
everything.
does.
If you want to know anything about racing, just ask him one question and then just don't say anything.
It's not about
amazing.
racing. He knows about like quantum physics, like everything. Everything he knows.
Alright, conditions are wet. We have some slippery curves.
Alright.
and also watch out
I
for
really
the
hope
focus.
Milo yelled at people today.
Yes, me too. I think the formation lap sometimes could be cleaner. We've had some issues in the past with people driving into each other, and
We had that issue last week where Nick Cahoot couldn't see through the car that was driving through him, and he actually spun and crashed his car before the race even started.
Yeah.
yep, John Jurgensen with the RST livery team. I feel like that
Racing
should be
sim
Nick.
tools.
Yeah, isn't Nick Alvarado shilling for them in real, in actual
in the
esports?
esports stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal. Just the actual SRO esports.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
watches that?
Only scrubs. Only slow people.
Nobody needs to see that SRO esports. Bunch of amateurs.
Yeah.
I will say their driving standards are not that great. I've watched a couple of races. It's pretty.
No.
Oh, they're atrocious.
Yeah.
You are completely correct, sir. In
You-
Bathurst, there was someone that spun in Salman and like went in reverse for like a good kilometer until he stopped the car.
Yeah, you would think for professional esports people that they could be a little cleaner, but
Nope.
No.
Wreckers or checkers.
One thing I hate about the Paul Ricard formation lap is, my God, once you get this back straight Mistral, it's just so boring.
I mean, if I'm Jorgensen or if I'm somebody else in the race, I'm like, hey, just take it up to full speed till you get to the end, and then we'll slow it back down.
Yeah, just warm up your tires a little bit. So far, it
Yeah.
looks like everyone's staying clean on the formation lap here. Not a lot of driving through each other, speeding up, slowing down.
Hey, I called it. Brian Curzon in the pit. But he's got Joey
Yeah.
Liddy.
Curzon is starting into the pits, yes.
Joey
Milady
Spaghetti.
said, yeah, because he's been roughly treated lately. He has been crashed all his races. So he's trying something new.
I mean, in the rain, that's a decent strat.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
No.
I'm not mad, Joey. I'm just disappointed.
Oh,
All right. So I'm gonna go into this interesting drone cam here because I want to see what happens after turn 1.
yes.
Everybody's
keep
checking
an
up,
eye.
going into the final sector.
I have a feeling I'm gonna keep an eye on all the Audis on the track.
So I'm gonna park my camera, get a really wide view of turn 1 and 2 here. Maybe turn off the HUD for a little bit. As I can see the cars in the distance coming across the line. slowly but surely. Take your time. There's so many little variations in infields and inroads of this track. How do you know where to go? In real life, not in the game.
We are green.
We are green so far.
Yeah.
I don't
Into
see
turn
any
one.
taillights into turn 1. I do see cars 2, 3 wide as Blaine and
Yeah.
Jorgensen bump doors a little bit.
People kind of checking up, trying to behave.
I mean, it is raining.
Yeah.
Oh, so far super clean through
Jorgensen-
turn 1.
Jorgensen banged doors, but it was very good control by him. He was behind and he got a position back.
Oh no, and there's some death. Dylan Sauer looks like he is off.
Oh,
Yeah, Dylan is off on the side of the track.
Dylan is off on the side of the track. Everyone, oh no, one more. That is Mike Jackson, I believe, who is facing the wrong way now.
No. It's all
Car
gone
Paul
wrong.
Miles is facing perpendicular to the track.
oh.
It looks like
And
Dylan Beveridge
Fantazi
out
is
there
facing the other way.
drifting. Please tell me that Fantazi and Paul Miles did not get into it.
So it looks like we have had some
71.
death happening T1 here.
71 teleported to the pits.
Yep. So far the front runners have gotten away cleanly. It looks like all of the damage was in the midfield or back. So already seeing some death happening here early on in the rain. Now we're gonna have to.
Oh no.
Oh no, that doesn't sound
So,
good.
yep. So I've got a replay of Dylan Sauer. He looks like he misses his brakes and tries to avoid
Oof.
and almost gets it through and hits Nick Cahoot,
No.
who then bounces off of Stasiv. So Nick Cahoot is going to be not happy about that as well.
Yep.
I'm going to have to go back and get a
Now we're
replay
gonna
yet
have to see what
again.
happened with Miles.
Yeah, because
See-
Miles and Fantazi were side by side.
He was perpendicular, yeah. They're on track for a bit. So Nick Cahoot looks like he has some damage on the front end as he tries to make his way around Mike Jackson down into 28th and 29th. Lap 1. How do we get people to stop crashing lap 1? Do we need to, like, make incidents even more? I don't
Yeah, we're going to have to
understand.
start doing like grid penalties or something like that.
I'm
Mike
starting
Jackson
to think like
side by side with Bjorn Durand into T1.
we could start doing penalties for the first 2 laps on the race.
I think we're going to have to start doing grid penalties. It's the only thing I can think of.
You mean like grid positions? Like you got grid
Yeah.
-4 or something?
I don't,
Yeah, for
I
next
don't
race.
have the
But
Miles
how do you
incident
apply?
because I was not in the race when it happened.
Oh,
So the replay cuts off.
I will save
Blaine's
my
making a
replay.
move.
Blaine is
Blaine's
making a
making a
move
move?
side by side with Jorgensen down
got
this road. He's going to get him before turn 8.
Whoa.
Yeah, really
Does
cut
he
the
have
track
a
there.
wing?
So I've got the replay of what happened to Mike Jackson. So Nick Cahuta spun backwards. And you can see Paul Miles and Fantazi bumping each other, but Mike Jackson just gets touched by Richard Wan. And that sends him around. And then my replay cuts. So I'm assuming that Miles and Fantazi got into it because they were bumping before my replay cut out. And you know how ACC
Right.
physics are, especially in the rain.
Yeah.
And those two have a history of having incidents together.
So it looks like car 22 is yellow flag. That is Dice
That is Blumenkrantz.
and Blumenkrantz.
Yeah, Blumenkrantz is slow. He's off the track. He's going to rejoin next to Bjorn Durand.
Oh, guys, I didn't. Paul, how many drive-throughs whole race?
Well, it is raining. Beverage
Dylan
went into the
Beveridge
pits early.
is into the pit.
I'm going to say 5.
5, Chris.
I'm going to say 3.
3. I'm gonna
I-
go with 6. Please go, Chris.
I think a better prediction is how many people quit this race before it's over.
Okay, we can do that as well. Paul?
Well, so far we've had one. I'm going to say probably 5 again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like high. I'm gonna say like 7.
7. There you go. I'm gonna go with 6. Let's go.
So Milo's gonna try to make his way past Blumenkrantz. Decides not to dive. Milo has to be fuming right now because he
Yes.
qualified P10 and now he is sitting in P30. The Orndoran runs way wide. Milo's got the inside on Blumenkrantz.
Do we have any disconnections happened yet?
I think
believe we
Fantazi's
lost-
the only one so far.
Yeah. So Milo's gonna run way wide and just get away from these guys. So yeah, Nick Cahoot, Mike Jackson, Paul Miles, Dylan Sauer, all on recovery drives now.
Yep. Same with Dylan Beveridge. I think I don't know if he pit for damage or what, but he is back on
But-
track down in the 33rd.
Brian Curzon started from the pit, P23.
Hey, sometimes you got. I mean, if you think you're going to qualify towards the back of the field, yeah, I can see why it's a valid strategy to just let them take each other out lap 1 and just navigate the
It's
accidents.
paying off. He has
Yeah.
For
gained
themselves.
10 positions already.
Now we got Luis Castro trying to make his way around Stasov, going down into turn 1 here.
That's Mini Minito.
Mini Benito.
You mean Victor?
Mini Manito.
Victor 2?
Literally,
Yeah,
he said in
underscore
chat
two
last
as
night he can barely see over the top of a car.
Oh,
Yeah.
He,
Let me calculate this, but he's like 1.5 meters and he weighs like 49 kilos.
yeah, it's probably like 5'3" or something like that.
Technically,
4.9 feet.
I weigh 2 Lewis's. My weight is 2 Lewis's, literally.
150 is, yeah, exactly, well, pretty much exactly 5 feet.
Yeah.
5 feet.
So in the Aston Martin, he would need something behind him so he could reach the pedals.
He would do really well in F1 though. I mean, look at
Yeah.
Yuki. Yuki's like
Dorsch-
4 something.
Dorsch just has a run on Ferris Sadie going on the straight
Yeah?
for P10. Sadie's going to
That
take the
Ferrari is
defensive line,
quick.
but Dorsch is going to just outrun Ferris in a straight line. They're going to be side by side and going in.
Going around turn
Oh.
8, Ferris is going to
Oh,
have
no,
the inside line
Dimitri.
though.
Yeah, Dimitri hangs on.
Yeah,
Try it again next lap.
and they got
Bring
Victor
in
peeking
for
up
me.
behind him.
Bringing information, Yuki Tsunoda is 5'3" and he weighs 61 kilos.
Carl Big trying to get past Max Diggs for P3. Little black car on black car action.
Oh,
Trying to get onto that podium.
Mr. Blackout versus, I don't know what Max's nickname is.
Max.
the Shadow. Max the Shadow Diggs.
Carl Big deciding to drive with his lights off in the rain. That is a no-no if you do that in real life. You should always have your lights on in the rain, kids.
Yes.
Carl's a rebel. He's a bit of a rule breaker.
Yeah.
He doesn't let the man get him down. Fair Sadie into the pit.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tire
Ferris looked like
pressures?
he had some damage on the left side of his car. It could be tire pressures. It is 15 degrees. Like I said, it is cold. I don't think they were ready for the cold, which is maybe why Beveridge went into the pits early too. Or they got the bug where you start on slicks, which has happened to me before.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah, it's one of those bugs that ACC will never acknowledge. You
I
know.
mean, if that's a bug that happened, I can understand the first lap instance a little bit more.
Why do you need headlights? It's not so much for you as it's for the cars around you. It's hard to see in the spray. He doesn't have his rain light on either. So they're going to drag race it down Mistral. Carl Big is going to get a better toe, though, and a better line through turn 8. So Carl Big is going to move up to 3rd. Max is going to, rightly so, back out. Don't want to risk it. Still got 50 minutes left, long race.
I just looked at Pharisaid's replay. There is no contacts, no nothing. Just this vision.
Interesting.
Yep.
Must have had some tire pressure then.
I would guess yes.
But I want
Or
to.
he.
You got to take a look at this replay because this is Ferris, Michael Lukey, and Kyle Cassette going down the straightaway, and everybody says the Porsche is terrible in a straight line. But Lukey's got the toe on him and is going to go around him, and then Kyle Cassette is like, "No, see you guys," and just drives through the middle of him.
Wow. What a ballsy move there. Well,
I mean,
it's
Kyle
funny though.
full
As
send.
soon as Lukey moves out of the Ferris's toe, he can't.
oh, he absolutely dies. Yeah.
Which makes me think that he's probably running low wing or Ferris is running high wing. I'm gonna say
Definitely.
Ferris is running high wing.
Definitely. There's no question. If you don't do this in this track, you die, especially in the wets.
Paul Miles making his way around Ryan Scobie in the Porsche for a. Actually, yeah, what is it? P23 now?
Yellow flag car 43.
Car
Dylan Sauer again.
43. Dylan Sauer again.
Ooh.
Is that a solo incident?
Paul Miles
Yes,
is
he's pretty much alone.
trying to take the inside line into turn 1 here. Almost had a little bit of a ding there with Scobie. So Miles back up into P21. Still got a long way to go to P10. It's going to get harder and harder as time goes on too.
Yeah.
Any other battles that we have on track here? Let's see. Blaine Hall's
Diggs.
pulled a 2-second lead over Jorgensen. Diggs is coming under pressure from Luis, who has made his way around Stasov.
I think Diggs is not giving up this position to B. I think he's ready to fight.
Oh, damn right, he shouldn't give it up.
Yes.
What do you mean
He's
Diggs
not
isn't giving
named
up?
Thiago.
Carl's in front of him. He's already
Oh
giving
yeah,
up.
but like
Yeah,
we
but I think he
imagine
wants it
that
back.
Carl.
Oh yeah, he's trying to. Yeah.
Oh, Diggs is about to have a little bit of an
no.
incident.
That is
Good
commentator's
360.
curse.
Good 360 there. That was
And that
beautiful.
is the end of the battle. Thank
Watch
you for
the
tuning.
rejoin.
No, that was a clean rejoin, but
All right.
yeah, he had a bit of a Spinella and then just did a 360 and came back on track. Now he's in P7.
Yes. I think he didn't foresee B braking so much, or he was too hot, and in braking and turning he lost his back pretty quickly.
Benito in the chat, not racing tonight. That's right, because your brake pedal is broken.
Yep. And no, he's also on travel. He's on vacation or something.
Who, Benito?
Yes.
Who takes vacations in October?
Everyone that has vacation with job. I don't know.
Everybody shame Benito in the chat because he called us on Discord while he was driving.
Yes.
Paul
It
Miles
was
making
like-
his way around Brian Curzon for P20. So Miles is up
Great.
into P20 now.
Job, Milo.
And great
Benito
job,
says he was
Brian.
driving home,
recognizing.
not vacation. You guys have no idea what's going on. Why do I even listen to you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, as Dale said, he entered the Discord like it was those phone participation programs like, hello,
He was calling into
Hi.
the radio station, yeah.
my name is Benito.
Juan
I'm
has a
from-"
run on Stasov. Juan's car is absolutely flying. Not flying like in the air, but he has
like
oh no.
BMW.
Oh no.
Oh, he almost kills
He-
Stasov.
Good save.
Oh boy.
That was a really good save. And yeah, I caught it right when he was getting close to Stasov again, bouncing back
That's-
across the track.
That's a code brown.
Still trying to hold it together.
Guys, let's give some credits here. Mr. 1, Silver P6, what?
Yeah, we have
What a job.
3 silvers in the top 10. And you got Mike Jackson, who on recovery drive, P13, he's caught Lukey.
Yeah, and I think he's going to dispatch Lukey next lap if he's still behind him somehow, because that McLaren's going to be much quicker down the straight,
Wait.
and he's going to have a tow.
You have Mike Jackson's livery,
I do have Mike Jackson's livery.
What?
because that's different than what I have.
Well, I don't know. It's
So
the
it
folder
worked.
you gave me.
Well, because anytime you're in a server with somebody else who has custom livery, you get their car file. You just don't have the paint files.
Oh,
So
okay.
now you have the paint files. So it all works out.
Perfect.
So there you go, Mike. when you watch this back, we did it. Yay!
Professionals. Still don't have
Yes.
Joey Spaghetti. He is
And
still
I
a
don't
black
know what's wrong
BMW,
with
which I think looks
Joey
pretty
Spaghetti.
mean. Honestly, you should just keep it that way.
But Joey's works on mine. So, and you have everything I have.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
ACC things. So Jorgensen's catching up to Blaine again. Their delta was 1.8 seconds. Now it's still back to 1.8. Live timing keeps
Jorgensen
bouncing
2/10
again.
faster last lap.
Current fastest lap of the race is from Mr. Jorgensen as well.
Yep. Mike Jackson made his way past Lukey from the looks of it. Lukey goes way wide on the entry to Mistral. So Jackson up in a P12. Max still kind of holding on to that P7, not really making any inroads on one.
Yeah, Dorsch's trying to make a battle with Kyle Cassette. He's been about 7/10 back for about the last lap and a half.
Dice had a really bad entry into turn 5. It looks like he went way wide as he goes wide into to turn 6 there, which let
He's the one that
Scobie
Thiago was
by.
saying was on track control 1. Is he still running?
Traction control, yes. Let me check.
Oh, car 22 is off track again.
He is.
Blumenkranz.
So David Miller and Nick Cahoot are side by side going into sector 3. It looks like Nick is going to take the position off of him. So Nick Cahoot on a recovery driver for getting hit on turn 1. Looks like he's still carrying damage too.
Yeah, he
Yes,
is
according to his
carrying-
car, he has damage.
But he is still putting down pretty decent laps and working his way through the field.
Yes. Dorsch is on the move, maybe? He's actually fighting decently.
Yeah, Dorsch is trying to make his way around Cassette here. That Ferrari is quick in a straight line. My God.
Well, we've seen that out of him and Juan. Just down the straightaways, they are eating people alive.
Yeah, good to see
Ferrari-
Victor up in the P11. Clean race so far, knock on wood. 20 minutes almost gone by.
Fastest
for
You
him.
Lambo.
just jinxed it, man.
Fastest
So-
Lambo. I know I
Why?
did just jinx it.
Nick Cahoot overtaking Hans Wusenberg for P16.
Penny Cook is up ahead about 3 seconds, so he's going to be in a bit of a bubble for right now at least.
Yep, but Miller has also caught Wusenberg. And that's going to be for P2 and AM.
Yeah,
All miles on the move?
Miller's having a quietly good race so far. Yeah, Paul Miles up to P20. So we got a couple of good recovery drives. Ferris Sadie down to 31st. I'm guessing
Kyle
that's in the
Cassette.
pit.
Kyle Cassette lost it. And he was, he managed to catch it, but he did lose some positions to Dorschus
Yeah,
and
so
Victor.
he's going to drop all the way down to 11th, letting Victor and Dorschus by.
We can see what happened.
Ferris Saidi still absurdly out of pace. I think he's not a contender in this race particularly.
Yeah, I mean, you got front runners doing 201s, 202s, and he's still doing 204s.
No, his best is 203.9. There's no way.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. His last lap was a 204 flat, so he's something's up with that Audi. He's probably, I'm guessing he didn't practice the setup for this.
Good guess, because he never practices.
That's also true.
He's been playing too much Battlefield. That's what it is.
Yes.
Is that still
not
going
practicing.
on? The open beta?
I think it was
Yes.
this weekend, correct?
The open beta for everyone was Friday, and for people that paid the pre-release was Wednesday.
Yeah, because I downloaded it Wednesday night.
Yes. And Ferry's probably played like 20 hours in these 3 days.
Paul, check out this save from Kyle Cassette. So he's got Dorschus right behind him. And
This
they're
is
coming down
Mistral.
the end of the Mistral. And watch Kyle absolutely save his race. Apparently I backed it up way further down the Mistral than I thought I did. So
Yes.
Okay, everybody
that's
wake up.
far.
so look at the
Oh, wow.
rotation and the save.
Way to Tokyo Drift turn 8.
That is that McLaren liftoff oversteer.
Yeah.
That's what killed Mike Jackson and John Jorgensen at Nürburgring in the rain.
Yes.
Speaking of Mike
I think
Jackson,
this-
Mike Jackson's right on the back of Cassette. Again, going down that Mistral straight exiting where Cassette had a bit
Yep.
of a brown moment.
Cassette a
Looks
little
like
wide,
he's-
probably letting him go.
Yeah, I think he's going to give that spot up. So Jackson up into P11 now. We got Victor up ahead. Good recovery
I
try
want-
from him.
I want to bring more data to you guys. Eric Room's fastest lap is 2037 as well. I don't think he's a contender today, but he is by far the fastest guy on the end of
Right.
Mistral. That it's obscene. He almost hit like 275 on rain.
Brian Curzon and John Wright were just side by side. Wright got a little loose going into at the end of the Mistral. So Brian up into P21 from the pit.
Well, P20 is in front of Wright now.
Yeah, so he's going to be P20 once they cross the sector line.
Yep.
So good job, Brian.
Victor up into P10, which unfortunately I do expect him to lose to Mike Jackson here in a little bit. Sorry, Victor.
Oh,
It's not your fault.
We love you, Victor. Nick Hoot in the pit. Probably
Yeah,
going to
so
be a
Nick-
long one because he's got damage.
Yeah, that one's going to be a long one for sure.
Nick's fastest lap of the race, 2035, also off pace, at least for his standards.
Yeah, but I mean, he has, a ton of damage
yeah.
on the front end.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, Tiago, we got somebody in the chat that has your same mindset. Any Nürburgring race that doesn't have the Nordschleife is lame.
Ah, no, I wouldn't say it's lame because I love that place through and through. By the way, the idea was conceived in 1905.
Mike Jackson, huge run on Victor, going down the straight.
And the GP stack only was created in 83.
He's
So-
going to move over and have a look. Victor's way wide.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's going to be a warning for sure. So Mike Jackson's going to go past Victor here. Down into
I think
turn
Victor
9.
was giving.
Yeah, but you don't run wide and get a warning.
Yeah, don't ruin your own race to give it up for somebody else,
Victor's a kind person. He will do that. I understand.
Victor, stop throwing away your races.
If you guys say that I told this about him, I'll deny.
He's
Doesn't
top
matter the
10
evidence. Yes.
race.
Paul Miles
everybody.
up into P17.
Yeah, Milo is angry driving right now. Look at he's just going to roll right by Dave Miller.
Up into P16. So
Yep.
good drive from Milo so far.
And
Whoa.
he's now just focused on Wustenberg.
Yep.
Also, Milo, this is the second race in VR, so
Guys, new fastest lap of the race. Louis Castro with 201.698. Fastest lap by 3 thousandths.
Yeah.
it's all
I don't
that
look at
the weight
fastest lap.
saving from being so small.
Yes. Can you believe he has a negative BOP? He doesn't wait.
They need to put They actually do need to put sandbags in his
Yes.
car to bring him up to minimum weight.
Ballasts just to compensate his lack of weight.
Oh, Wustenberg pit, so he's out of Miles' way.
Yeah, so Miles up to P15. You got Ryan Cody up ahead.
Yep, Chris Pennycook and Ryan Cody.
Yep.
Welcome,
As you
X Power
see.
GD.
Making their way around turn 13 and 14 there. Or, sorry, 6 and 7.
Little 1-2 update. Jorgensen sub 1 second from E1 Blaine Hall.
Welcome as well,
And-
Sir Pap.
Blaine has caught, is that Ferris? Yeah, Blaine has caught Ferris.
He's caught
and
Ferris
and Eric Blumenkranz. So
So
all
now we
three
got Audi
Audis
on
together.
Audi on Audi.
That's
So
a
Ferris is
disgusting
gonna-
sequence.
So
Ferris is going to move out of the way.
Now what is he going to do for Jorgensen?
He's being
Is he
paid to
gonna
block.
lift, or is he
It
just
would
gonna
be a
hold,
shame.
hold his line?
Oh, he's still holding his line.
Yep, Jorgensen not.
yeah.
Oh, he's gonna let Jorgensen by on the inside.
Yeah, so it looks like he did lift going into turn 1. I mean, Ferris
Yep.
knows better. Now we got Carl Big coming up behind both of them.
So
I
Blaine
think-
is gonna try to scoot by Blumenkrantz. Blumenkrantz lets him go.
I honestly think Ferris didn't mean to give position, but he saw Jorgensen diving and he said, yeah, I will part in that.
So all this traffic is given Big time to basically catch right up with Jorgensen. He's less than half a second. I can see his.
And Jorgensen is stuck behind Blumenkrantz through those two slow corners.
Yep.
So Blaine is getting a gift here.
Oh,
Carl
and
Big has a
Jorgensen.
huge run.
Yeah, Jorgensen goes wide into Mistral, catches some air.
Yeah, huge jump there.
Yep, Ferris now makes it past Blumenkrantz too, so he's going to try and get in on this. Look at Ferris's speed.
Eric's
Yeah,
is
but
Eric's best.
Ferris-
Oh, sorry.
Ferris is a blue flag though, so he doesn't need to be racing Jorgensen into the corner. But he's
But he's
cleared
not
him.
gonna lift that much. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, so Ferris is now
understand
coming
him.
behind Jorgensen and Big.
He's probably
And
gonna
Ferris
give him
goes
now.
way
Yeah,
wide.
Ferris is gonna get a warning there. Please don't. Oh, Jorgensen is
Yeah, he got a
a
little loose
sketchy.
going into turn 9 there. Oh,
Well,
man.
Mike Jackson, huge run on Dorsch. Dorsch just moves out of the way on the Mitchell straight and lets Jackson go.
Guys, this created almost a battle. Lewis is the fastest guy on the track right now. He just turned 2013, and he's visiting Mr. Jorgensen.
Yeah, he's
He's close.
just below 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's the
catching up,
fastest
and
on
now-
the track.
Yeah, now he's going to catch up to that Ferris. And Jorgensen dives into the pits from the looks of it, so he's going to get P3 provisionally.
Yeah,
He's
with
catching
his
up
pace.
to Ferris. Not used to seeing Ferris being lapped, I must say.
yes. And Ferris didn't even crash. It's just like lack of pace.
Well, he did take a pit stop like lap 3.
Yeah, but like
So
sum
there's
to
that.
that, aggregated to that, like he's
So-
far off pace.
The rain is gonna lessen in the next 10 minutes. Looking at
Next
the weather, over the rest of the race, the rain is going to start dissipating.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
if a
would
dry
love
line
to
forms,
see. I would love to see greasy and then dry before the end of the race, but I don't think it's going to happen because it's still raining.
So we got
Yeah.
Dorsch's Cassette, Jorgensen, all three in pit. Ryan Cody has caught Chris Pennycook. Ryan Cody first place in AM, still doesn't count.
So Ryan Cody 6th place in silver.
Yeah, basically. Actually, he's
Yeah,
in
Ryan-
7th because Richard Wan is up in P4 right now.
I should give
That's
ballast to Cody to equal him to the rest of the AMs. What you guys think?
No.
I'm just joking. Kidding.
I want to see Cody try to drive through the field here
Yeah,
as
definitely.
he runs wide there.
Yeah, he gets a really. So that's going to hurt him a lot, but Pennycook gets a little bit loose
Thanks for the
Going-
follow, Sir Pap.
going out of turn 6 onto Mistral.
He also has Milo catching him rapidly.
Someone just teleported to the pits.
Sorry?
Someone just teleported to the pits.
Is that Shane Reese in car 950?
I'm
He's
guessing
the,
I saw.
he's the only
Yeah,
car in the pit
it's
right now.
950, Yep. Yeah, I mean, he was down in 32nd. Not having the best race.
I
how
don't know
many
how the
disconnect-
BMW is here. We're down to 32 cars.
With how many did we start?
I have no idea.
Let me get the VOD. Wait.
I thought you were keeping track of all that stuff. Oh no, Paul Miles, as I flipped to him, has spun his car about halfway around. He's going to get back on track in front of David Miller.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked like he just came in a little too hot and the back end rotated around. See if I can
Yeah,
grab
so-
that replay.
Paul Miles, same as last week, where he gets a little bit, he gets hit, and then he, I think due to the angry driving,
Yeah, he's pushing right now and
yep.
pushes a little too hard.
Up in front, though, Carl Big is slowly catching up to Blaine. Slowly but surely. So I think if Carl can time his pit stop correctly, I think he might be able to take second. He actually might be able to take first from Blaine. But Blaine is getting a tow.
Yeah, so here's Paul Miles. He comes down to the end of Mistral. And he can see Ryan Cody. And he's like, man, there's 2 positions right there in front of me.
We have
Hey.
2 disconnects.
He just comes in a little bit, and there's those puddles right there on the side and that blue stuff.
Yep.
Manages to catch it and get back in front on the track in front of Dave Miller, but now he's gonna have to chase Cody down again.
Yeah, so Blaine Hall's in some traffic, stuck behind Beverage. And that's giving Big a lot of time to catch up. I mean, this is the worst place to catch traffic if you're Blaine Hall down into the last turn here. Down into 14.
Oh my
Blaine
gosh,
has
what
to
is going
navigate
on in
through-
front of them?
Blaine has to navigate through 4 cars. So Blaine's still stuck behind Beverage. Beverage isn't really giving that position up as he moves over.
Oh, that was
there.
really close.
Yep, he's going to have that one. But that gave Carl about half a second advantage, I think. So, Big's hunting.
Yep, we got Diggs, Juan, and Rados, and Victor all in the pit. Those are all top 10 cars.
One is right on the back end of Diggs. Thought he was going to miss his pit box.
Having to drive backwards, like back up to get to it, the worst.
That is the worst. You have
Looking
to
into
shift
the pit.
Yeah. Big is going to get a big tow from the other Bentley in the race.
No pun
From
intended.
Beverage. As Beverage puts his blinker on to indicate that he's letting Big pass.
Right.
So Carl has Blaine in his sights. What was about a 2-second gap is now down to 1. A little bit less than 1 actually, 0.9.
Well, I was-
Blaine
Blaine's-
back on track?
I was
Yeah,
watching
Blaine's-
Carl's stream before the race, and he was talking about the 2.4 hour. He said in the first 3 laps he got 2 warnings, so he had to drive most of that 2.4 hours with a couple warnings, as Beverage almost loses it right behind him. So I wonder if he has any warnings yet.
I don't know, but he is definitely pushing to catch Blaine. And I'm curious to see if Blaine's going to dive into the pits here. And it's halfway through the race. Blaine does stay out. Carl Big, though, thinks better of it, tries to undercut. So Carl Big is going to do a tire change and refuel now.
Castro in right behind him.
Yeah, Mike Jackson is up to 4th provisionally. Again, he hasn't completed his pit cycle yet.
Let's see how the pits go, because Castro's pit is way further up front than Biggs.
So Mike Jackson's going to come in too.
Diggs and
Yeah.
Juan side by side go into the intermistral. Juan's going to
So
have
you got-
that position.
Castro was about half the pit lane up on Carl. As they're just sitting in there. And Carl has been released.
Diggs and Juan side by side. Diggs going to try to go around the outside. Yeah, I'll keep
Guys,
an-
Oh, please go.
I'm going to say I'm going to keep an eye on for when Blaine pits, and then we'll do the Blaine Carl Big watch.
Oh, so-
Yeah, Juan is
I've been
looking like
search-
he's getting loose, but so is Diggs. As he sets
Yeah,
himself
Joe-
up to get a wide
Joe Bro
exit.
in chat is rooting for Max Diggs. Says, get in there, Max. Max is battling. He's had a bunch of battles so far.
Yes. Which is great to see. I've searched a lot for those 2 disconnections. They are Bruno Fantozzi and Dylan Zawa.
Oh, yeah. So the 2 incidents from the first lap.
Yeah, Riz did teleport. Back on track.
Yeah, so Blaine coming around turn 13 here. So is he going to go in? He is one of 5 cars that I count that are still not pitted yet. And he is going to stay out. What? Nope, he is diving into the pits. Now, where is Carl Big? Carl Big is all the way down to Mistral Straight.
All right, I got eyes on Blaine.
I mean, that's and Blaine has a long pit entry. How many spots are there here? 50?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Looks
it's an
Blaine's pretty much
endurance.
the last box.
Well, that's one of the joys of connecting first. Is it starts based on connection order.
Yep. Well, Carl
you're
makes
one of
his
the
way
first
around
people in.
turn 12. He does have a back marker in front of him, so that's going to slow him
Brian
down a
Kerr's
little
on.
bit.
That's not a back marker. That's for position, but Brian hasn't pit yet.
Oh wow! You
So
are
Brian
right.
doesn't have to get out of his way.
Right, you
He's
are,
going
Ken.
to.
So Carl Big's coming around. So this is going to be interesting because Blaine has just been released, but Carl does have the speed advantage.
With a little flash. Blaine is clear of the pit
Blaine-
exit line. Blaine is
Yeah,
going to get to
Blaine's
the
gonna
corner
come out in
first.
front.
But Carl has warmer, quote unquote, tires.
Yeah, I mean Carl's tires are up to pressure, which in the rain counts a lot, and he is going to get the tow. I think he's within. Yep. Yeah, he's definitely within tow range. So he's going to get a pretty good suck.
Oh, what?
The
Everybody
suck,
likes a good
the
suck.
aerodynamic suck.
So Blaine just needs to keep his
okay.
cool.
Sorry.
He needs to relax, focus on his line. Don't worry about the big black Bentley behind you. Just run your race.
Now, Carl Big got a pretty decent exit, but so did Blaine.
Yes. Who's faster on the straight line?
I mean, Blaine looks like he's running zero wing, honestly.
Oh, Carl's
Yes.
got a huge toe though.
Yeah, but he doesn't have enough
Not
time.
enough.
Yeah. I mean, Blaine must be running zero wing or one.
A little
I
further
don't
back,
think-
Max Diggs did
Whoa.
get the position from Juan.
And Blaine goes
Whoa.
way wide, so that's going to be a warning for sure.
He's been doing that a lot this race for some reason. I guess it's wing. I guess you're right, Paul.
Yeah, I don't think Blaine is running any wing.
We have a yellow flag somewhere on track. Or we did.
Car
43
43.
on Virage du Pont.
Car 43. That's
Yes.
De Oliveira back in P31.
Yeah, he said he was going to struggle in the old.
Oh, Kyle Cassette and
McLaren.
Victor Lady going down the Mistral. Victor's going to keep P10.
Yeah, Victor's
Passive's ready to
defending.
battle.
Yeah, we've got a couple of battles in the top 10 that
Victor goes
are
way
really
wide.
good. Yep, Kyle's
Cuts
going to
back
try to
across.
sneak by on the inside.
Yeah, I think Kyle's going to get this one.
Victor
Oh,
pulls out ahead.
No, inside.
yeah, he goes way wide
Oh.
again.
Come on, Victor.
Oh, now he gave
Watch the
No, it's
rejoin.
over.
Oh, he's still
No,
side
they're
by
still
side.
side by side. Victor still has the inside
This
line
is-
though.
I mean, other than the off-track stuff, this is a good battle right here.
up. Yes.
Yeah, so he's gonna get the ins. Oh,
Oh, no, Victor!
Oh.
Victor, you can't go that wide when you have somebody next to you. All right, come back on, nice and easy. Don't kill Eric. Dorcius makes out like a bandit. Dorcius gets 2 positions right
yeah,
there.
I mean, he was,
So
he was
Dorcius into
watching all that
P10.
going, oh, don't mind me.
Oh, the sand.
Yeah, Kyle Cassette is on it in that McLaren.
Yes.
I mean, he had that really, really good run on Silverstone.
Oh.
He's going to get it back.
All right, I like this dude right now. This dude's good.
Kyle for pro?
Yes. When in the Virage du Hotel, getting into
Oh,
Virage du
We
Camp.
also have Stassev and Jorgensen drag racing down the Mistral. Looks like Stassev's going to get by right
Yeah,
at
I think
the end.
Stassev's running a little bit less wing than Jorgensen.
Yeah. I think the McLarens have to run more wing just to keep the back end from sliding out. As Jorgensen is losing it,
Oh no.
he managed to catch it, but he did lose a lot of time to Stassev. And
Was that on the exit of Mistral again?
No, it was the corner after it,
Oh, so turn 9.
but he's got Castro up his butt now.
Oh, lap traffic disturbed Mr. Colbig's quest.
Yeah, it looks like Carl
Blaine
ran into
just
some
got-
traffic. Blaine gained a little bit of time there.
Blaine just got a 2-second present, which is a lot.
It is when you got 20 minutes left in a race, yeah.
Oh yeah. Between two fast guys, 2 seconds is an eternity. Whoa!
Whoa!
I thought you guys were watching. B
So-
had a very good squirrel into turn 1.
No, I'm watching Victor here because I think Victor's going to try and make a move on Dorcius. I mean, it looks like he's lining up for it.
Interesting.
And they're going down the straight here, and Victor does get a little bit of a toe. Eric Groom behind them going, yeah, I'm going to catch you guys on the Mistral straight.
Yeah.
Victor goes
least-
down the inside into turn 1. He does outbrake Dorcius. He has the inside line, but he now has to take the outside line into turn 2.
Beautiful defense.
Yeah, barely held it together there. He's going to try and peek again, think better of it. As Dorcius cuts that turn 4 and 5 a little bit too much, I think. Now let's see if he gets the better exit.
Yeah, if he can just be close enough. Oh, he missed it. Because I think the Lambo has
Oh,
the edge
Eric,
on the straight.
Eric Groom is drifting his way in the background.
Yeah. But here comes Eric. Watch him.
Oh, this will be fun, actually. I'm gonna do a small
Oh my God.
differential because
This
I was
is
seeing.
ridiculous. I mean, I can see from the
It is.
helicam.
Yeah.
I don't think he's close enough, but yeah, this is ridiculous.
Eric's car on the straight is 6 kilometers per hour faster than the Lambo, and the Lambo's very quick in the
So
straight.
both
Victor
Dorcius
and Dorcius
and
both
Victor,
go way wide.
Yep, go way wide out of turn 8.
I mean,
Oh no, and
Victor's
Dorcius
Dorcius
is going to
Save
have a
it.
Spinala. He did
he
save
saved
it.
it. That's exactly what Jorgensen did in the same corner.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's going to give that
Totally.
spot up to Victor. So good for Victor for getting a spot. Just put the pressure on. That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Good battle
Richard
from
won
these two.
202 flat.
Yeah,
Damn.
Juan's putting in some pretty fast laps. Blaine Haldo has fastest lap of the race so far with 2:01.491.
Yeah, Juan and Diggs have been battling for pretty much the entire race.
Diggs has the fastest 201.482. No, sorry, Redos. No,
Uh-oh.
it's Diggs 201.482.
Castro has a 201.3.
Where? You're right.
201.33 or 344.
244. Yes.
And so further down the field, Dave Miller up in P20. I am third place. Not bad for him.
Yo.
Yeah, he's going to be knocking on Ferris-Sadie's door here in a second.
Oh, I hope so.
Come on, Miller.
Nick, hello from DC Land.
Oh.
That's actually I didn't even
Nick.
notice.
So Nick got murdered and then DC'd. Bruh.
Suspicious.
Bruh. Dylan Sauer, like, threaded the needle just to kill you. It was so bad.
Guys, we have 4 disconnects then.
Oh, one
3
more,
more.
and I'll be right.
We got 16 minutes. Come on, baby.
No
somebody else quit.
drive-throughs though.
Yeah, you're correct.
I'm
0
kind of
drive-thrus.
a little bit impressed and disappointed.
The race isn't over yet.
I wanted the place so I could actually see who has track limits. This will
I don't know if you guys have been watching Castro and Jorgensen battle, but it's been really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I keep switching
Castro's doing
between
hell.
who used to be close on track.
So, Blaine has pulled out a 2.5 second gap on Carl. So, GG Blaine.
Yeah, Blaine's. I think Blaine's running no wing, and that's just helping him pull away.
So, a couple things with that. Like, we all know Carl's fast. Carl's winning the championship. I want to see the points gap close so that these last 2 races count for even more. And I also kind of want to see Blaine win a race. Blaine, I just want to hear him shut up. I just want him to shut up. For 1 week, just not complain. You won the race. You can't complain about back markers. Don't say
No.
a word.
That's not happening. He can win the championship, and after like, oh, the
So-
rain, I was bad.
Dave Chameleo's in the chat just got home from Comic-Con in New York. Jealous.
Whoa!
Dave, did you see any furries?
Oh,
Of course, it's
God.
Comic-Con. Come on.
Jesus.
That's a given.
You guys
Castro?
took my innocence away when you guys teach me what furry meant.
Well,
Well,
Juan has a run on Diggs. They are side by side going down the Missile Straight into the final corner. They got Scobie right behind them, but Scobie's a lap down.
Diggs is going to keep the inside line, though. Juan is going to
Diggs-
go a little bit wide. I think that might give him actually a track warning there.
Diggs got so close to touching Juan's back corner there.
Yeah, they did. Furries where? Any Comic-Con. Literally any Comic-Con.
Somebody
Or
got
any
really
anime.
excited about the word furries.
Paul, I wanted to comment on this. Thiago, that was when it happened? Browse Reddit. What do you think?
Oh,
Man,
yeah, your
Reddit's
innocence.
Yes. Yes.
I
I
grew up
lost
in
my
the...
innocence.
Oh, I lost my innocence. I still remember this. Playing Counter-Strike. No, I remember this. Playing Counter-Strike, and somebody told me to go to lemonparty.org.
Oh no.
I was about, what, 12?
Oh no.
Oh, whoa.
13, maybe? Yeah.
Damn.
And then somebody sent me Goatsy, Tub Girl.
2 girls, 1 cup?
I mean, that I was already in high school by then. There was no more innocence left.
Yeah. He had the internet.
High
man.
school. In high school. Oh my
Jorgensen
God.
goes...
Jorgensen now.
Yeah, way wide. So Castro's going to get by Jorgensen for P5. Jorgensen's
those
really
guys-
struggling
Yeah.
today.
Well, Jorgensen started P1.
Yes.
He didn't get a Goatsy spray. Actually, I think that the Goatsy was the spray in CS. Lemon Party was the website. That just, I mean, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we've got Juan and Diggs battling, although Diggs has got a huge run down the straight. There's a yellow flag, a car parked on the side of the Mistral Straight.
43.
That is Oliveira again. Sitting P30.
Yes, Oliveira is off the track,
We're down to
Looks like
30
he's-
cars.
limping his way along. Did he run out of gas? What's going on? He's just kind
I
of...
don't think
Oh,
so.
now he's trying to get back on.
He was saying in Discord, this is going to be a long, wet race for him. I hope I can understand better my car during the race. So he is not having a good time. Because he's driving the old McLaren, the 650S.
Hey,
Damn.
look, he did that last series, and he had the chance to change it, and he didn't. I mean, I don't know.
I'm just going to say, De Oliveira in the 650S, P30, Eric Groom in the Ryder, P27. Maybe don't pick meme cars. I don't know.
Well, I know Groom's
God.
fast. I think Groom's just doing it for fun, because I know he's
Yeah.
really, really quick.
Yeah,
Uh,
if Groom picked a normal car, he would win more races.
To be honest, he will be on the top 5 in pretty much any race if he gets like an Audi or something like that.
Well, didn't Groom win Zandvoort last season, where he raced
Oliveira
Carbon
out-
the entire time?
Off the track again in turn 9.
He's a great Lambo driver. Great Lambo driver. And I mean great.
Yeah. He was actually doing some of the ACC esports Lambo stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Based
I
on
like
like
to
the season, I should drive a meme. Yes, you should. Drive the old Mercedes.
The old Mercedes is not so bad. I think the old Nissan's probably the worst. Sorry, the old Honda is probably the worst.
Drive the old Nissan.
But the old Nissan's not that bad as well. It's pretty much the writer. A cannon in the straight, struggles in the rest. But the old
Well-
Honda has no qualities. Like, literally no qualities.
Whelp Cakes is a masochist. He says, great season idea, 12 rounds of Zandvoort. So 12 rounds of whoever can get out in P1 and qualifying wins.
12 seasons of misery. Sorry, 12 races of misery.
So I'm watching
Enjoy.
Juan close up to Diggs here at the end of Mistral. I don't think he's going to have enough to make a move on him, but my God, the speed difference between the Aston and the Ferrari is massive.
Yeah, Juan P1 in silver is having a great race today. He's been battling with Diggs for basically the entire hour.
Only two
One
tire
is
sets.
ahead.
2 tire sets
One
and no
is ahead.
refueling.
Yeah. One's ahead of half of the pros, just so you guys. Oh, Beverage drifted into mid-stroll.
Oh, no, Diggs loses
Max
it?
Diggs has lost it.
No.
That's just an over rotation.
Lost it into turn 11. That's not a good move there.
All right, Juan,
Monday
slow down.
night
Let him
birthday
catch back
request
up.
in October. Aston V12 versus Ryder versus Porsche Cup. Why the Porsche Cup?
Porsche Cup.
Because Nick likes the Porsche Cup.
I could
We did
see
an
the
all
Aston versus
Porsche
the
Cup
Ryder.
race.
Maybe you can throw the Jag in there too.
Jag. Great call.
So we're meme race?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, low downforce.
Oh.
Nick always with the scientific reason for stuff. This dude is so good. He is so good.
So Blaine has widened the gap to P2, now standing at 3 seconds. Stassiv, so the top 4 are separated by 3 seconds each.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to add the old Bentley as well into the mix. Please carry on.
How is the BMW so shit here? Good question. I don't know.
Because it's a BMW?
Is it?
Hey.
I mean,
Hey, what?
Penny Cook is doing decently in the silver class down in 16th. I don't know. It's hard to tell because it's raining, so I don't really know if some of the cars are actually crap here or just some of the drivers are inexperienced in the rain. Now, Dorches was catching up to Victor. He's fallen back a little bit now. Almost 1 second separating the two. Not a lot of battles going on track. Maybe Curzon and Miller. Curzon has been closing in on Miller slowly.
Yep. Brian, who started from the pit, up to P21.
Yeah, Paul Miles, good recovery drive from him. Up into P13, 14.
Yeah, he's 14, but he's catching Lukey.
Oh, I mean, I think he's gonna dispatch him pretty easily down the straight here.
2 facts about Paul Miles. One, he believes he's way better in the rain than he is on dries. And second, he's now fully invested in VR racing.
Yeah, so Lukey moves to the right, and Miles stays on the left. Not sure why he wouldn't try to get the toe going down the straight.
I think because the Aston is just faster in a straight line. Like, does he need the toe? Because he's now all over back into Lukey.
Yeah, but
and Lukey's going to lose
Oh!
Yep, Lukey
Lukey
almost
moves out of the way.
spins. Good save from Lukey.
it. And Beverage, for position, is going to scoot by as well.
Yeah, Beverage who pit, what, lap 1?
Yeah. Yeah, he had a big off track in the first sector and then pit.
Yeah, so Paul Miles up into P13 now. Very good recovery drive from him. Kyle Cassette has caught up to Victor. Victor has somehow gotten passed by Dorcius. I wonder what happened there.
I am not showing up for penalty review on Tuesday. Milo's going to be unhappy.
If only we had a replay of what happened to Victor.
That would be cool.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
That would.
We should invent something
Guys,
that would...
If only
Give
we
us
knew
replays.
somebody who could do that for us.
Yeah.
New fastest lap of the race, Luis Castro 2:00.774. That's fast.
It is very fast. Especially because it's still slick out there. I'm slick, it's rainy.
Yes, it's very like slippery.
How do we get replays, I wonder?
What means, sir?
So Victor's going to make another move on Dorcius down to Mistral Straight. So he's going to have the toe.
I'm going to give you 2 guesses as to what happens.
Well, Victor's about to take the outside going into turn 8 after Mistral. Dorcius is going to take the inside. Victor's going to go way wide. And I think that's going to give Cassette some room to come up behind him here, but Victor holds it together. Going around turn 9 and 10 here. Let me guess, he spins at the end of Mistral.
Yeah, I've got the replay.
All right.
Oh,
So in the replay, he's just finished the end of Mistral. And like everybody else that has spun in this race,
You can't go wide there.
that back end just rotates.
Yeah, you can't touch the white and blue part. Not in
I mean,
that
that's
corner.
That's where Jorgensen spun. That's where Lukey just spun. That's where Paul Miles spun. That corner is catching people out.
Between Dorcius, Cassette, and Victor, fastest lap is from Victor, 2:01.8. That's a very good lap.
Yeah, go fastest laps don't count.
No,
That just
Forget
means he's
about it.
He hot laps better. Doesn't mean
Forget
he's good
about
at
it.
defending.
I mean, the
keep
fastest
rolling.
laps
I don't
count
want
because
anymore.
you get a point for fastest lap, so it technically does count. Victor is going to make a move
Victor
on
is
Dorcius,
gonna, he's gonna have the send of the century here.
and Kyle Cassette is just waiting for these guys to kill each other so he can get 2 free positions.
Yeah, going down into turn 5 and 6 now. Victor's gonna have the inside. He is gonna take the spot.
So
Clean as a
Cassette,
whistle.
Cassette and Dorcius have little door bang, not much. This is for P2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, so
In
now
silver.
Cassette's gonna go around the outside. He is gonna go way wide, going down the Mistral
Oh.
Did he get back on before the little markers?
straight. It looks like
back
it
on?
looked like he ran him over.
I mean, Dorcius could protest that if he wanted
Yeah.
to, and be
In
like,
my
"Hey,
opinion,
that's an
that should
unfair
be
advantage."
readdressed. Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to, people can take a look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of those you gaining time and positions off track. You're supposed to give it
Yep.
back.
That
But you
was a
got
really-
3.5 minutes to go.
Really clean move from Victor though, to get that 10th spot away from Dorcius. That was a very beautiful send. Looks like we got car. We had a yellow flag. Might have been Dylan.
127.
127 is Bjorn
Bjorn
Durand.
Durand.
Bjorn, yeah. Although Bjorn is in front of Joey Melidi now. So I wonder if
Yes,
Melidi
he is.
spun and Bjorn got by him.
Speaking of Bjorn Durand,
Spaghetti.
Matteo Cairoli
Cart
got
22?
P2 today in Barcelona. Yes.
Is that your best friend, Tiago?
Yes. He got P2. Awesome.
Name drop.
Yep. Boop.
Eric's still struggling in that Audi. Had another bit of an off. Yeah, Brian Kerr's on his dispatched Dave Miller. So he's up in a 20th now. Miller's still sitting P3 in the AMDO, so good race from him. Still in front of Wright as he makes his way around the other Lexus in this race of Jay Dice. What's Dice's first name? Jay? Is it actually Jay?
I have no idea.
I remember it was Jay.
Yes, yeah, J Dice.
I knew
Oh
it.
no.
Yes, J A Epsilon face dice.
Jay.
J.A.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Epsilon? You guys don't use this? It's probably Greek. I don't know.
So I have very
Why?
fortunate replay for you. This is what happened to Bjorn Durand. I know what you're thinking, but you're watching Joey Spaghetti. What does it do with Bjorn Durand? Well, Spaghetti trying to show off and do a 180, and then
Oh, does
clips
he
the
clip
back end
him?
of Bjorn's car.
Oh, no.
Oh no! No!
That was a good snap back from Bjorn, though.
Yeah, the recovery.
Yeah, really good
And
from
Bjorn
him.
still, I mean, he keeps the position, so he probably has a little bit of damage, but
Still
That's
should
unfortunate.
rejoin. You would know all about getting clipped by cars trying to rejoin, huh? Victor gets passed by Kyle Cassette. Did Victor go wide?
The subtle knock. I heard that.
I wasn't technically driving.
But you're the most salty. The guy that
I-
took the hit is not that salty.
I'm salty because I drove for an hour. I battled for an hour. I went from P14 to P4, and then as soon as I hand the car off, we get murdered.
But you had fun for 1 hour. Don't be mad about it.
No,
Just enjoy.
no. We
The
were a
small
podium.
things.
We were a podium car.
We were a podium car, yes. I was the slowest car and I had
We-
podium pace.
We
Imagine you
had
guys.
the second fastest average lap time of the entire field
Yes.
Why not fastest?
because they were cheaters and they tanked their
Yeah.
IR to get in there.
Honestly, there was a
It's
Portuguese
the same
group.
team that won Petit Le
Yes.
Mans, or the one that they did last weekend.
The guy 0.99 rating, he was doing 204's race pace. Like what?
So Victor is going to get a really, really good tow from Kyle going down Mistral Straight.
I've got to
Let's see if the
replay it.
Lambo has speed here. Well, I want to watch this because this is, I think, they have one more lap after this, right?
Where's the leader?
Actually,
no, he's finishing the
this
race
is
right
the
now.
last lap.
Yeah.
So this is the only chance Victor's going to get to make up that 10th place spot back.
The way Kyle got it is he just drove past Victor on the straight. That's all it was. He just drag raced him.
McLaren's a cannon.
Oh, and Victor goes way wide down at the...
Oh, he doesn't care at this
into
point.
turn
Blaine
8.
Hall. Oh, he finished the race. I thought he had
Yes.
died. I flicked over to Blaine, and I saw Carl's like delta, like 0.3, and I saw Blaine's car sideways. It's like, oh my god, Blaine died. And then I saw
Yeah, I
the
don't-
checkered flag.
Victor is so close to Kyle to getting that 10th spot back. Just come on, Victor. Give it a send.
Yeah,
Down
he's
to
running
turn
out of
13
time.
here. Yeah, you got 2. Ooh. Oh no, he's going to tap Kyle.
He's gonna tap Kyle. Straighten him out. Straighten him out.
Oh no, Scooby!
Yeah. Yeah, Scobie's a back marker, so that's gonna be fine. He's gonna run Kyle off the road though. I mean, good on Victor for letting Kyle keep it. He's gonna give him a little flash.
Yep.
That's
That's
that will probably
appreciation, that's
negate
respect,
that
yeah.
penalty. Like he'll get a warning for that, but he probably won't get a points
Well,
penalty
Eric
because he
Groom,
did get the position back.
who has not finished the race yet, is lying perpendicular to the
Uh-oh.
track out of turn 11.
Hey, Paul Miles, P10.
Yep. So he finished the race where he qualified. I think he... I don't know. I don't know if he would have gotten any higher, honestly. I mean,
Joey just apologized. Yeah.
he had a faster lap, fastest lap than Victor. But I don't know
Yeah.
if that...
I think Milo would have been battling with Victor, Kyle, and Dorcius until Dorcius had a spin or whatever happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just Eric is just drifting.
Kyle and
Oh.
Victor in the in-game chat. I'm so sorry, oh my gosh. Juan
Good
is already in the
stuff.
Discord apologizing to Mike Jackson for the tap and the spin.
Joey Militi is also apologizing to Mr. Bjorn Duran.
Everyone's apologizing. You're
That's-
sorry. You're
no,
sorry.
Bruno Fantazzi is actually saying, "Good job, number 81." Paul Miles. I don't think this is actually good job. He was saying.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
probably sarcasm.
Yeah, I think this is going to be fun on Tuesday.
Yep.
So I want to see this. I
Good
will
thing I have
reserve
classes.
judgment.
Oh, tomorrow's
Yeah.
a holiday. I don't have classes on Tuesday.
If you
Love
have
it.
the whole thing, that'd be great.
Tomorrow's not Tuesday, though.
No, but tomorrow the holiday's Tuesday, but we have something that's an event. Like
you're
they
too far
group
ahead
those
on the-
together.
There we go. I want to see this. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, because this part of the replay I do not have. It skips.
So
the only thing I
there's-
see is they door bang.
There's
Sour
Dylan,
Dive,
who just threads
Whoa.
the needle.
and kills Nick.
Yeah, that was a dangerous threading the needle there. Just got unlucky. Bonk.
Yeah, a little bit more speed and he would have cleared the front end
So
of Nick and
Miles
Stassi.
breaks to avoid Nick. And then Fantazzi looks like, I'm going to take that spot. Does he actually touch Milo? I don't think they actually touched.
Well, they might have touched, but they were still together, and Milo's
No,
got
now
the
they're door
inside
banging.
here.
Under door Oh. Well, that's
Oh,
ACC
I mean-
physics at play.
I don't know where Milo's supposed to go
Yeah.
because he's got Castro on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Fantazi's coming across way too far, maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe stay on the left.
But it's the way Fantasy spins is too much ACC physics. Like he was straight, but he had no traction. What happened?
Yeah.
Game is dumb. If this was iRacing, that's 12 minutes of damage.
Oh, easy. Steering damage, wheel sideways.
I mean, so looking at the incident tracker, 21 incidents, which was less than
Wow.
last week at a dry track.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we had a pretty good race today. As usual, thank you everyone for joining. We will see you next week at Monza.
Yes.
Monza. There will be prediction for turn 1 death.
There will be
yeah,
whiskey.
No, there will be death in turn 1 for sure.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
I'll
as
buy
always,
some
thank you
fireworks.
everyone. We will see you next week.
See
Bye.
you, boys. Take care.